if you're a technician and working in sub-assembly, for example, you're basically responsible for a certain amount of assemblies. You might look after the steering rack, the steering columns, etc. And you manage your parts. You manage your assemblies, and then you work with your team leader who makes sure that we're all coordinated towards this plan, because we know what the intent is. We know we're going to service, say, every 2 races we're going to service, and we'll mark that on the calendar where the services are. And so the technicians can plan, they can then organize their parts and everything else around those service blocks, because they know that the cars are going to be stripped on those sorts of things. Then they can look at their own mileages and then make their own decisions around parts usage. But there's checks in place. There's checks in place, when the lifing coordinators are building the car, they electronically, they will notice that perhaps the steering rack might not have enough mileage, or there's a service interval problem there. The race team spares coordinator, who looks after all the lifing of the cars, he or she will notice these things, which is really important, and feed that back to the chief engineer. So yeah, there was never someone walking around telling everybody what to do. Everybody had this ring of responsibility, right, around them. And the ring of responsibility was formed by things like health and safety. You have to work in this way. You had standing operating procedures. You had check sheets. You had lifing build sheets. You had assembly documentation, authorized documents, etc. All these things are the ring of responsibility around you, and you had the intent, what we needed to do for the week. You operated inside that ring of responsibility with freedom. If you went outside of that ring of responsibility, you went and saw your team leader. And there was a constant communication. Your team leader would just do check-ins with you, just to certify what was going on, whether you were still on time to deliver